the last couple questions, Nicholas, and I'll let you go. But you've been in Singapore for how many years?
3 years now.
3 years. This is my first time here.
Yeah.
Of course, it's the gateway to Asia, and it's a kind of soft China, if you will, or China light. What's been your experience here? Do you like living here? Do you like working here?
I like living here. I like working here.
Yeah.
I'm every day amazed by the efficiency of the city.
Right.
You know, it seems strange, but the ability that you can go from any point to another point in 20 or 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
That means that the number of things you can do in a day gets so much higher.
Yeah.
So I think the efficiency of the city, of the society is really pleasant, and that's the first thing. If you have stay here for a few years, you will see that there is so many conferences, so many events happening. And at the beginning, it seems so overwhelming, and you wonder why so many.
Yeah.
But the more I reflect about it, I think it's a city of knowledge. So people have opportunity to share what they do, to share their ideas during all these events. And I think it has the ability to help you to progress much faster in your learning curve.
Yeah.
As an entrepreneur, as a professional.
Sure, sure.
So I think it's very healthy to see that. And as Singapore is a bit as a bridge between, the Western companies and the Asian companies, you also have this interesting, I would say, mix of thought and mix of approach that I think is very rich. So that's, I think that's the strength of Singapore, and it's a city who looks forward. It's not China. You don't have a 1 billion market behind.
Right.
But you have these few characteristics that make it very, very attractive.
What don't you like about it?
What I don't like about it, I think there is. Singapore is trying to have a transformation, and they want to be more innovative and more creative. And there is a lot of initiative to do that, and they are progressing. But sometimes you still feel, why it's important, because sometimes it's still a bit rigid.
Yeah.
And
sure.
So you would like to see less rigidity sometime.
And we were talking about this just before we started, and give me your opinion on this, but when I was in Europe over the summer, and then I come back to Asia, and of course Asia is broad, but let's say Singapore and Shanghai and Tokyo and the more developed cities in Asia, the attitude is so different in general terms, generally speaking, in the two places. Like I really find the people I encounter here, they're really focused and driven and ambitious and thinking about whatever it is they're into, tech, art, whatever. They're just really into it and they want to be better at it. And I go to Europe, and I just find people's attention is less on what they're trying to build or accomplish or achieve, and more on the problems that they see. They're more kind of, and maybe there are more problems, and maybe that's why, I don't know. But it's just, I love again, there are issues that I have with Shanghai and China and stuff, but I do love the focus on development, improvements, building, versus,
I think some of these countries has been having a fantastic economic development in the last year. If you look at China, Singapore, so I think people have been seeing so many opportunities and being able to benefit from these opportunities. But that's create, some very positive feeling. Like if
things are going well,
things are going well, I can benefit from it. I can be part of it. Then there is maybe also a bit of a cultural aspect. The Asian way of living, people tend to be carpe diem a bit. Like Buddhism. So tend to be sometimes maybe philosophies that help you to be happier. I don't know, in one sense.
Perhaps.
But I think that if Europe would be able to get a bit more, economical growth, and people would feel that the environment is more prone to be successful,
yeah,
I think you could have the same kind of
sort
energy.
of mindset. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So do you think you'll be in Singapore for the indefinite future?
It's very difficult to tell, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know what my company will be in 6 months. So
well,
I'm not very good with the long-term plan, with projections.
You and me both. You and me both. Well, Nicholas, thank you very much for taking the time today. It's been nice chatting with you, and
Same.
I hope everything goes well with Positive Energy.
Yeah.
Look forward to keeping an eye on it and seeing how it goes. And yeah, I think it's a great project, and I hope it turns out the way you guys are expecting, and hopefully we'll see much more of it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.